Good evening, everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Jared. This is my channel, Mazda B3K. This video, we're going to investigate why I have a leak around the rear window of my 1989 Ford F-350 7.3 liter IDI diesel named Bertha. I have a suspicion. Let's go prove it out. Let's get to it. All right, so I have a leak problem. I noticed when I was driving yesterday that I had water. You can actually see there's some rust here. I had water dripping down around in this area from behind this trim. And I suspect possibly we had some water coming in over there too that I didn't notice. And I suspect the issue is probably not with the rear window itself. This molding looks pretty good, and I think the seal behind it's okay. I think our issue is with our cargo light. So we're gonna remove that today and see what we can do about the seal that's behind it. So the trick to this cargo light is that Ford never sold it as anything but an entire assembly. So, ooh, that's interesting. So if you ever need to replace the seal on it or anything, you can't just buy a seal, you have to buy the whole assembly. It's kind of expensive. So what I'm gonna try to do is just replace the seal. Yeah, that would do it. Yep. That would do it. There is no seal along the top. It is gone. Okay. So what we're going to need to do here is carefully try to pry this out. I'm going to probably get a flat blade because I need to use this as a template and it may not survive. I mean, this is pretty fragged. So what I may wind up doing here is using the, let's come out. Yeah. Using the back of this as a template. So it'll be a little challenging because we have the reflector case in the way. Let me go get a flathead, see if I can't get this gasket off. Okay, so here's the setup. This gasket is way too fragile for me to directly try to make a new gasket from. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer a pattern to some cardboard, cut that out, and then we can use our cardboard on our actual new gasket material. Some YouTubers call this cardboard aided design or CAD. But come on, pen. Thank you. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just needs to be good enough. Now notice, we have, I don't know how wide that is, maybe a 1/4 inch across the top and bottom. So I'll take my my cardboard cutout and go compare it with the actual opening and see what that gives us. First time I've ever tried to do this, but there is no gasket available, period. You can spend $45, $50 after shipping, and you can get a reproduction gasket and light together. Oddly enough, when I looked over the corners of the internet, couldn't find anybody who just sold the gasket. So obviously not the straightest thing in the world on the bottom there. But this should more or less give us what we need. I can straighten that line out here. So we take that. Okay. So now cut that out. And then we're gonna mess with it, right, to make it into a good template, and then we'll put it on our gasket material. Okie doke, this is what I've got after did some more, some more tracing and some more assumptions. A little dangerous, but we're gonna get this close, and I'd prefer to be over on the gasket rather than under, but all right, let's see how we look here. So not bad. I'm okay with the outside of it. It looks like I would like the inside covered a little more at the top. But the key is that this seal actually is going to bend forward a little bit, and I want to make sure the top is nice and thick. As long as we have a good solid seal, we're okay with that little bit of metal showing on the inside there. But overall, this looks pretty good. So let's go get the EPDM and make a gasket. All right, so it is ugly as sin, but this should work. I'm not gonna win any beauty contest for it, but as far as plugging a leak, it ought to do. So let's go ahead and get this assembly back on and see what we look like. Okay, that process was not pretty because I didn't cut my final actual seal very well, so I had to shove it in at the top and then shove it up at the bottom while the screws were loose, and then put pressure on it to hold it in place until I tightened up the screws. But I think I do have a functioning seal. I guess the last step here is I'm going to drown it with water and see if I can get a leak. All right, you guys tell me if we're leaking. seal was gone.
So
And we're not leaking anymore.
what's it leaking?
Very nice. Well guys, that's going to do it for this one. That indeed is a successful repair. It is an ugly one for sure. But one of the maxims that I live by is do not let perfect become the enemy of good enough. And for a work truck, for a truck that's not going to be fully restored, that is simply good enough. So hopefully this video helps somebody out. Please like, share, subscribe. Helps to grow and spread the channel so I can do more stuff like this. See you guys next time.